I speak to you now, my dearly loved child, because there is a message that I want you to hear in the quiet moments of your life. I have been reaching out to you and talking to your heart. You may have felt it as a gentle push, a persistent thought, or a message. I want you to hear it. This is not a coincidence, my child. It is I, your Creator, who is trying to guide you. You have been reading the words that I have given to mankind, and by doing so, you have opened yourself up to my voice when you are in need of guidance. You are creating a space for me to speak directly to your soul by immersing yourself in my teachings. The visions, dreams, and sudden insights that you experience are not random. They are my way of communicating with you and guiding you towards the path that I have laid out for you. I see the desires of your heart and the dreams that you hold close to you. I want you to be aware of the emotions that energize your spirit and the visions that fill your head. These are not just flights of fancy or desires from an idol. Rather, they are seeds that I have planted within you, seeds of purpose and destiny. You may look at these dreams and realize that they serve a purpose. I want you to realize something profound. When I call you to a mission, I do not expect you to be totally prepared. If you are feeling overwhelmed, maybe you believe that I do not have the means to do this. I do not possess the talents, resources, or contacts that I need. It may seem paradoxical to you in the world, because you are taught to prepare to collect resources in order to become qualified before you begin. But my methods are not the same as the world's. So instead of looking for those who are already prepared for the work, I equip those who I call equip. Remember that when I lay a calling on your life, it is an invitation to step out in faith, knowing that I will supply what you need along the way. Remember the great individuals in history who answered my call. Even though they were not perfect, they were not entirely prepared, and they did not have all they needed. Without a doubt, they took the initiative, and in doing so, they discovered that I was faithful to provide them with the resources they needed for the journey that lay ahead. Therefore, my child, when you feel that persistent tug on your heart, when a dream refuses to fade, and when a passion continues to burn within you despite the obstacles that you face, pay attention to what I have to say. It is not usually in spectacular gestures or thundering voices that I communicate to you. Rather, it is more frequently in these quiet, persistent urgings of your heart. Do not ignore these promptings. The more you attempt to put them away, the louder they will become. And this is how I often talk to you. You may be wondering why I don't just make everything apparent all at once, why I don't lay out the whole plan in front of you. Because development is my child. I have set these wants inside you for a purpose, and they are not just your own wishes. They are my desires for you. Comes in the journey. It is in taking those first uncertain steps that you learn to walk in faith. It is in confronting problems that you build strength. It is in times of uncertainty that you learn to depend on me. I know that you may feel unprepared. You may look at the vastness of your goals and feel little in comparison to its magnitude. Comparison. But keep in mind that you do not travel this path alone. When you lack wisdom, ask me for guidance, and I will provide it. When you lack strength, lean on me, and I will support you. When you lack resources, have faith, and I will provide it. Understanding that the dreams that I have put inside you are not just for your own benefit. Certainly achieving them will bring you joy, satisfaction, and progress. But more than that, they are designed to be a gift to others because of the unique mix of abilities, experiences, and interests that I have given you. It is intended to make a difference in people's lives in ways that only you can, so don't be afraid to take the first step. Don't wait for ideal circumstances or full comprehension. Just take that first step and start the trip. As you continue on your journey, you will discover that doors open and resources materialize, and talents emerge that you never realized. You had remember, my child, that faith is not about having all the answers. It's about depending on the one who does. Your limited understanding is not a barrier to my limitless power when you see. I see possibilities where you see dead ends, and I see new beginnings. I want you to know that it is all right to be fearful. It is natural to have doubts. Even the most devoted of my servants have encountered times of uncertainty. However, bravery is not the absence of fear. Rather, it is the resolve to face one's fears. Move ahead in spite of everything, and when you step out in trust, you will discover that I am already there trying to make a way where there seems to be no way. Do not compare your trip to the journeys of others. The road I have for you is uniquely yours, and it may not be the same as the one others have taken. You are not called to follow the crowd, but to follow my voice. As you begin to align yourself with the purpose I have for you, you will find that things start to fall into place. It may not happen overnight, and it may not always be easy, but you will begin to see my hand at work in your life, opening doors for you. Always make sense to those around you, and that is okay. You are not called to follow the crowd. It is important to keep in mind that this journey is not just about arriving at a destination. Rather, it is about who you become along the way. As you step out in faith, you will find that you are growing in ways that you never imagined. Opportunities will come into your life that you never expected, and people will come into your life who will help you on your journey. You will become more of the person I created you to be. You will overcome fears that once held you back. You will develop strengths that you didn't know you had, and you will become more of the person I created you to be. Do not be discouraged by setbacks or failures. These are not the end of the story, but rather the beginning of greater things. Learn from them and grow through them. Keep going ahead and keep in mind that I am the God of second chances and fresh beginnings of redemption. Nothing is wasted in my economy. Even your errors and failures may be converted into stepping stones towards your destiny. As you chase the aspirations that I have set inside you, you may discover that they change or develop over time. The first dream is sometimes only the beginning point, bringing you to areas you never dreamed. Be patient with the process, since great things need time to grow, much like a seed must go through a process of maturation. Change over time is acceptable. Stay open to my direction. Through a period of being buried in darkness before it can sprout and grow, so too must your dreams often go through periods of unseen growth before they bear fruit. Do not be afraid to start small. The most powerful oak trees grow from tiny acorns. Take those first steps, regardless of how small they may seem, and be consistent in your actions. This trip is not intended to be a burden, but rather a delight. Yes, there will be problems, but there will also be times of immense joy along the route. Remember to find peace in me along the path. Small acts may lead to big outcomes over time. Beauty of deep fulfillment, action of pure delight. Take time to savor these times. They are gifts from me to you as you go ahead. Keep connected to me. Seek my advice every day. Listen for my voice in the quiet times. Search for my. There is a hand at work in the circumstances of your life, and the closer you stick to me, the clearer your route will become. Do not allow the views of others dissuade you from following the road that I have laid out for you, even if wisdom may often be found in the advice of others. In the end, you must always follow your own path. Remember, my child, that you are dearly loved not for what you have done, but for who you are. There may be times when the road I call you to may not make sense to people around you, and that is good. Your obedience is to me, not to the expectations of others. You do, but your value is not defined by your achievements. Rather, it is determined by my love for you. As you follow the goals that I have given you, do so from a place of security in my love, not from a position of attempting to earn it, my dear child. As you venture out, your worth is not determined by your successes. I've lined your road with benefits, some of which are apparent, and others of which have yet to be found. These gifts are waiting for you in times of calm and turmoil, development through adversity, and I want you to know that you are capable of facing any problem, regardless of the storm, and turning even the most outrageous aspirations into reality. Adversities and unexpected delights that will take you off guard as you continue on your journey. I am putting people and opportunities in your path. These experiences will mold your character and nourish your well-being. Keep your heart open to new ways I may communicate to you. Be ready to receive an unexpected blessing. Even when the horizon seems to be clouded in mist, your days will unfold in my hands, crafted with care for your welfare. When problems arise in the world around you, you will come to me for the respite your soul desires, a sanctuary. Take leaps of faith. This day offers promise, child. Walk it out with me, and we will achieve what we set out to do. In the midst of turmoil, establish your home in me, for I am your refuge. My watchful glance never leaves you, and my angels stand guard wherever you travel. In the lowest valleys and on the highest peaks, I direct your route, and there may be moments when you are unclear about what you are doing. I know the beat of your heart and the measure of your feet. I do not let a single foot fall, go unrecognized or unsupported. Whirls about you like a storm. The uncertainties may whisper that you are unable to make a choice, that life is overwhelming, that your future is lost in fog at such times. Let me be your calm. My presence is your safe harbor, your lighthouse in the storm. When worry creeps in, turn your mind like a storm. Thoughts to my promises, take a deep breath and feel me beside you. The unknown may seem intimidating, but keep in mind that what appears to you as darkness is as clear as day to me. I've prepared your life's journey, and I'll hold your hand as each moment unfolds. Some parts of your day will flow easily if you keep your eyes on me while you go about your day. Turn to me as your hope and your anchor. When stress knots your muscles or when weight falls on your chest, when giving up seems like the only choice, stop, take a deep breath, and feel my nearness in every pulse and every breath. Regardless of what lies ahead, always turn to me as your anchor. Do not allow fear to paralyze you or worry to drain your strength in your moments of weakness. Take the next step, then another, knowing that beauty emerges from the challenges that life presents, like a flower that blooms after the chill of winter. You emerge stronger, with your heart and soul deepened by the trials and hurts that life has to offer. You spring up, battle-scarred but lovely, sculpted by the trip you've taken. You are valuable beyond measure, a one-of-a-kind creature whose value cannot be quantified. I sing over you with glee, my love for you eternal and unchanging. Even though you have been through a lot in the past, I am pouring out my spirit onto you, sending you visions and prophecies, and a great day is approaching when I will restore what was lost and expose redemption before you awaken, my beloved, for a new beginning. When darkness appears to engulf the earth, my light rises upon you, eradicating shadows. I am pouring out my spirit upon you. The season has here, and I have provided you with all you need for this life. You will have difficulties, but you should not lose hope, since I have triumphed over every barrier. You will come across circumstances that seem to be insurmountable, but you will endure them in my power, growing through every difficulty, every storm, and every difficulty. It may sometimes seem that the road ahead is long, the journey is difficult, and the weights are great, but remember that each trial is planned not to break you, but to build you up like a refiner's hammer. I have equipped you to weather every wave, and I have prepared you to grow through every valley. The fire that cleanses gold is the struggles that will purify and strengthen you, enabling your real nature to shine brighter. I am taking every moment of your life, the pleasures and sorrows, successes and failures, and weaving them into a bigger purpose. Every breath and every pulse serves my purpose. I envisioned who you would become from the very beginning of the universe, and now I am molding you through the events of life, both painful and sweet. I am molding you through the experiences of life, and with each breath you take, child, I am preparing you to receive the possibilities that I have prepared for you. For you, with every breath, I unleash into the world the treasures that I have given you. Step boldly into each new day, knowing that you are stepping into my perfect plan. I have gone before you. I walk by you, and I will never abandon you in any situation. Triumph over fear. Every goal accomplished after years of trying, every challenging encounter bravely confronted. I am there. I have invested eternity in you, so that you may need nothing and succeed in everything. I have given you the ability to succeed in everything. I have given you the ability to succeed in everything. When you combine my love with your faith, problems become chances for development. The challenges you meet are not designed to keep you back, but rather to mature you. When you combine my love with your faith, you have the capacity to rise above circumstances and not only survive, but to flourish. Each lesson will stretch and expand you, exposing more of the person I designed you to be. As you mature, I will be able to use you to